Hey guys! My name is Karolina Protsenko and I'm a 13-year-old violinist. I love my violin so much and it is very dear to me. I cannot imagine my life without my violin. When you're a musician, you create a bond with your instrument and it becomes a part of you. And I'm creating this video to share a message from my fellow violinist. During her trip to Europe, her dear violin got stolen, and it breaks my heart to even think about what she's going through, not being able to see her dear violin or play it. And I strongly encourage you guys to keep watching this video and listen to Maylee's message. And I believe that together, as a team, we can find Maylee's violin.
Hello, my name is Maylee. I'm 15 years old, and I'm a musician living in Nashville, Tennessee. Since just before I turned 2 years old, I have played the violin. I love playing the violin. It is so much fun for me, and it is such a big part of my life. A couple of weeks ago, while I was performing in Rome, my violin was stolen. I have been heartbroken these last few weeks because I miss it so much. When I finally grew big enough to play on a full-size violin, my mom and I searched for what would be my final violin, meaning I would play it for the rest of my life. Our search came down to two violins. One was a new, unblemished violin, and the other was an old, scarred violin. I loved the old violin. It was made 100 years ago, and over the years it got kind of beat up, until the violin shop that I found it at bought the violin and fixed it up. The old violin's history reminds me of a story I once heard called The Touch of the Master's Hand, about redemption for an old violin that nobody cared for, until a good musician played it and showed everybody its true value. When I had to choose between the two violins, everyone I asked liked the new violin better. But I still chose the old violin. I loved it so much, and I really felt so strongly that that was supposed to be my violin. I've played it for 4 years now, and I spend so much time with it that it has just become my best friend. Whenever I feel an emotion really strongly, like when I feel really happy or really sad or anything in between, I pick up my violin and play it, and I am able to just play my emotions out on it and almost communicate with it. I feel like my violin has a soul. I'm devastated that it's gone now. I think the first time I actually realized that it was gone was when we were flying back from Italy. That's when I realized I might never see it again. I'm hoping for a miracle that somehow someone will be able to recognize my violin and help me to get it back. It was stolen off of our tour bus just outside of the Vatican in Rome. It's likely being pawned off or sold to a violin shop in Italy somewhere. My violin is very recognizable by the scars it's acquired over the years that are on the front of the violin. The label on the violin says it was made by H. Emile Blondlet in Paris in the year 1922. I'm so grateful that Karolina was willing to share my story on her channel. Please share my story, and if you have any information that could help us to find my violin, you can contact me at mayleerobbins.com. Thank you so much for any help that you can give.
Guys, please be on the lookout for her violin in violin shops or anywhere else where musical instruments are sold. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. Please share this video to reach as many people as possible to help find Maylee's violin.